What's good, YouTube? Caltrain back at you today with another video. I'm going to start a new little segment, see if this can kick off or not. Something I want to call the Playtest Playground. So basically where I'll take a deck and play my own versions of it, or take someone else's version, play with it, and show off some replays. Whether it's a deck that's been out for 10 years, a deck that's been out for 5, a year, a month, or that's coming out in a month or in 6 months, or whatever. I just kind of want to show off the power of decks and maybe kind of show off some decks people don't think are going to do anything, or people underrate a lot, kind of like the whole underrated archetype series that I've done. So jumping into it today, let's try and show off the Prankids archetype coming out in Hidden Summoners here. Basically just a fusion based little spammy deck with a couple of links, and I'm not really going to waste your time. I'm just going to show you some replays, and afterwards I'll go into the deck profile. Alright, so getting into the deck profile. You're going to see Prankids V3 up here. I've done a couple of different builds with this, and so far this is the one I've liked. So I'm just going to jump right into it. We're going to be playing 3 of the Prankids Lamp, 3 of the Prankids Drop, and 3 of the Prankids Pulse. Those are the only 3 main deck monsters that we have, so it's pretty self-explanatory to play all 3 to get into your fusions and your link monsters. I'm only playing 1 Ash Blossom because I like to build decks around the cards that I actually own. Right now I have 1 Ash Blossom. I have another one coming in the mail though, so I'll finally be able to play it at 2. Call me a scrub for it. I don't have infinite impermanence, so I'm just going to play the next best thing is 2 Effect Veiler. Playing 3 Instant Fusion because your 2 smaller Prankids fusion monsters are level 5s. 3 Fusion Conscriptions just to get your polymerizations or your materials for your polymerizations or fusion cards, whatever you need. This is a little something I'm not sure I'm going to keep in is Fusion Recovery to get your polymerization back and one of your materials back, possibly to go into extenders, but I don't know because I don't use poly as much as I use the Prankids on the loose now that we have a link monster that can search out your fusion card. Only running 2 poly right now. I might bump that up to 3 and get rid of this Fusion Recovery, but then again that might defeat the purpose. 1 Monster Reborn to bring back the monsters that can be brought back. I'm experimenting with the new Thunder Dragon fusion card. I've never really gotten to use it yet, so I can't say if I like it or not. 3 Called by the Grave, just because this is a combo-oriented deck, and this deck loses to hand traps a lot, like Ash or Droll and Lockbird. 2 Scapegoats. I had these in my previous build because I was doing a couple of link plays, but then I just realized Scapegoat in this deck sucks, so I'm gonna take that out, and I'm gonna possibly put in either another Fusion Recovery and Polymerization, or something else. I'm not too sure yet. Of course, 3 of the Prankids on the loose. It's your main fusion spell for the deck. It's searchable, whether you need to use it again or not. 2 Fusion Recycling Plant to discard anything you need and get a poly from your deck. And then if you use that polymerization, you can get one of your fusion materials back. So you could use this, use a polymerization, and then set your Prankids on the loose. And then next turn go into some more fusion plays. I like it at 2 right now. I might move it up to 3, but I'm not sure about that. Triple with Drowning Meteor or Storm Meteor Force. I like it because if I don't open the right hand, the thing with this deck is that you either open a boss hand and able to combo off of 2 or 3 cards, or you open nothing and you need to stall for time. So Storming Meteor Force kind of helps with that. Best Meteor Force in my opinion. And 3 Fusion Reserves. I know it's a trap card. I wish it was a spell card for sure. I wish Fusion Recovery and Reserve were switched, but you know, what can you do? Just to get those fusion materials from your hand if you have to stall for time. If you have that Prankids on the loose set, you know, you can get those fusion materials that you need to get that going. Going into the extra deck, running 2 of the House Battle Butler, 2 of the Rockets, and 2 of the Weathers. I like Battle Butler at 2 just in case I use one and I want to go into another one. I ran it at 3 in my first build, and my second build as well. But I just need to clear up some space in the extra deck. I'm also going to switch this ratio up, in my opinion. I go into Rocket way more than I go into Weather, so I'll go 3 Rocket and 1 Weather. I'm playing 1 Boral Sword just to get that OTK in there if I have the materials to get to it. 2 of the Prankids Rorgon. I'm going to bump that down to 1 because I don't go into as much. There was 1 game where I went into 2 of them, but I just did that for shits and giggles and didn't really need it. 2 Prankids Doodle. This is your spell and trap searcher. I might take the link 4 out and put 1 more of these in, or 1 more of the Bow Wows in, because your Bow Wow gives you an extra 1,000 attack. And if you tribute it, you can bring your materials back to your hand, and your cards can't be destroyed by card effects that turn. So that's pretty nice. An Underclock Taker just to push for extra damage if I need it, and then a Link Rebo because of Pulse being able to go into it, and to stall for more time if I need it. But that is my deck profile so far for the Prankids. Gonna do a little bit more tweaking. I might upload the final version once we get all the support. Hoping we do get more support for the deck. Playing it, I enjoy it a lot, and it's fun. Really looking forward to it, in my opinion. You guys let me know what you think about the build, what you would build with it for a pure deck-wise. You guys let me know what you think about the Prankids in general. And let me know what you guys think about this new series I'm starting. Let me know if you enjoy it. If you'd like me to start doing commentary during the replays, or if you just like the silent replays themselves. That'll be it for me, and I got nothing left to say. Thanks for watching, y'all, but this is where the train ends with me, your host, Kel Train. If you made it this far, I think of you. If you could go ahead and show me some support, that'd be fucking fantastic. I would appreciate all of it. Thumbs up if you liked the video, comment any opinions or ideas you have for me. Consider hitting that sub button for me for more weekly content that I keep intending to put out about our beloved pieces of expensive cardboard. That'll be it for me. I'll catch you guys next time.